Rumble predictions. Are we gonna
Boom.
do? Dude, I don't even want to do a draw because I don't even want to really fucking do a draw.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different dynamic this year. But I wrote down like some special things we could do with the Rumble. But let's start off with the kickoff show. And these two guys who win this tag team gauntlet or four-way tag team match on the kickoff show will have a chance in the Rumble, Peter. Announced today. The Dudleys, the Ascension, Mark Henry, and Jack Swagger the Dudleys versus the Ascension versus Mark Henry, Jack Swagger versus Darren Young and Damian Sandow. Those are the four teams trying on the kickoff show.
Who's gonna get the most? Who can you?
I'm gonna go Henry and Swagger.
You go Henry and Swagger, okay?
Yeah, former world champions. I can see people giving a fuck if they would win. It's just a kickoff show, and comparing who they're wrestling, why not?
So you got a crowd favorite in, and I'm not even saying as a mark. I'm not wishing that they would win, but I'm going with a crowd favorite in Sandow. He's just going to get the pop anyway. People want to see him ascend. And then you got to get the gay guy in there. It sounds bad. It sounds horrible. But you know what? There needs to be an outspoken gay person in the Royal Rumble. It only makes sense.
I mean, yeah, and these guys
that would be celebrated.
These guys are like, two guys, like you said, that people love, but just are never on TV. Rarely have matches.
I don't know how much Darren Young is loved. He wasn't in one of the hottest storylines of last year.
I'm saying, I think within a certain group of people are gonna like the gay wrestler. You know?
Him coming out was a big deal. It made news.
Sure.
And people still know that he's on the roster. If there's anything gay related, say gay, there's things gay related, gay press websites, and they talk about people who are gay in certain professions. I'd imagine on the athletic side of outspoken gays, he's probably one of them. So
sure.
If he's on the low doing dirt sheets for gay publications, he's like, wink, wink. I'm gonna be in the Royal Rumble. That's a whole other new. That's a fan base that's gonna watch.
There you go.
Just say 1 million people watch it. I don't know how they gauge downloads. I guess it's all downloads versus how many people watch. But dude, I see Sandow coming out and Orlando getting a huge pop. I see Young stepping out getting a pop. And I think,
totally.
And then that being publicized within gay publications, that he actually the first openly gay man to
be in the Rumble,
to compete in the Royal Rumble.
Why not? Yeah,
why not?
And then we have the tag team championship, the New Day versus the Usos. I do think a lot of people are saying the New Day has jumped the shark, and
they jumped Jaws.
Yeah, I would say I definitely agree, but I still think they're hotter than the Usos. I think the Usos are kind of stale. They've been doing the same thing for years, where the New Day is at least being stale for this year. But I don't think they're stale at all. I'm just, I just think they're going to win. I think they're still good. They've been facing Jericho. Do you think there's going to be a Jericho New Day program at Mania? And who do you think's going to win this match?
The Usos been losing an awful lot. And if you watch the show, you'd think that they were like, if they had a Money in the Bank for the tag team division. But they've been getting their asses handed to them. And hell, Jey Uso just lost last Monday. But at some point, they're going to need a turnaround. And I think, if the Dudley Boys can't do it, if the Lucha Dragons can't do it, if there's a team, because after that, there's no one left.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Wyatts will be busy. I feel like the primetime players are out of time players. So I think it's time to give the Usos the belt back, and maybe have their program. You say Jericho and
that's who. They've been going back and forth with each other.
They have been, yeah. So I have I have no words about
that. Was just something I just like tossed off my head.
No, but that's what's been happening.
Yeah.
I mean, the promo about Francesca is like him eating a bunch of Chipotle and basically shitting all over the locker room of Chris Jericho, which was a very odd thing to say. But it seems that there's a blood feud between I don't know whether it's the New Day themselves or just Xavier Woods and Jericho.
Well, I think I don't know. I think that would be a good TV getting into Mania. I mean, you got good promos, you got good wrestlers.
Who are the equalizers though?
That would be something you maybe bring into Mania, like a Jericho and Usos versus the New Day. I can see that being a Mania match. Just saying.
How about? I mean, I can see Kane, the return of Kane. Somehow.
Yeah, sure. You could get like maybe. Yeah, I mean, you can do tons of things. Kane, Big Show, and Jericho versus the New Day, and like
Nah. Or Carl Anderson and
Oh, you think it's gonna be the Bullet Club?
Dude, you know what? I didn't even say that.
Well,
I didn't even say that. I didn't say that.
Well, we have for the Divas title, Charlotte versus Becky. I think Becky's been cutting great promos and everything, and the way they set it up. But I still think they think Charlotte with Rick is a hotter people. I'm going Charlotte.
I think a Charlotte versus Rick storyline is good. So I see Ric Flair's pride costing Charlotte the match.
So you're going Becky?
I think Becky will win.
Okay.
I think Becky will win. A hotter storyline is father-daughter rivalry, sort of. Again, I don't know how it will play out, but I just feel like tension between the two of them will make for a better storyline. Father-daughter hijinks. Because he's becoming more involved. He's made, he goes double down. He beat triple, what he says, 3 times a charm. Yeah. I think 3 times is not going to be so much of a charm.
Okay. And then we got the U.S. title match, Del Rio and Kalisto. 1, who do you think's to win? And 2, do you care?
Kalisto's a loser.
Oh, you're going Del Rio.
I'm not going Del Rio.
That's what you're picking?
I'm saying, it's not because I'm going for Del Rio. I'm going Del Rio because it's Kalisto. I'm surprised they even have the match. If they even have the match, like, I have this weird feeling that Kalisto's going to come out and Del Rio's just going to run out because his whole focus is going to be on the Royal Rumble. I don't feel like defending this belt. Fuck you, Kalisto, you little piece of fucking shit, little pedo. And he's going to beat the shit out of him, and it's going to be a no contest so he can focus all of his time and energy in fucking being in the Royal Rumble. Okay. That's my bold prediction. I think it's going to be a no contest.
I think the reason they took it away from him on SmackDown, even though I don't agree with it, is so that he could win it in Rumble. I think I'm going Kalisto. I'm going the flip-flopping is going to continue. I'm not agreeing with it, but I just get the sense. I think that there has to be a reason they took it from him.
Because they're idiots. Because they're jerks. That's why they took it from him.
Okay.
It's the worst decision they've made in quite some time.
It's pretty ridiculous. Because that was the best part of last week's Raw.
It was the best part of last week's fucking SmackDown, too. And not last week, 2 weeks ago. Come on, give me a break. It was like, hey, here's a star. Here's a guy. Ugh. He hasn't seen shit. You can ruin AJ Styles. I said this in my thing. You can ruin AJ Styles, right? You can ruin Nakamura, right? You can ruin those guys. You know why? Because they've seen the mountaintop. They haven't necessarily seen the mountaintop in WWE, but they've seen the mountaintop. They've won world championships, right? Whether ROH or New Japan, right? They've seen it. They've had accolades, fans screaming at them. Kalisto is a WWE guy. He hasn't won anything. And you stunt his growth before he could do anything.
No, I agree. I understand the frustration. It's a shame, but I don't know. I think they think they're doing a good job for some fucking reason, and I think they haven't, like a Tyler Breeze, given up on Kalisto, yeah.
WWE, right there. Right there.
And then we got the IC title match. Kevin Owens versus Ambrose. And I forget what they're calling it.
Bathroom break match.
Anywhere in the building or hardcore match, whatever you have
The bathroom break brawl.
I'm going Kevin Owens. He's going to do something real ruthless here to keep the title. And they're going to, you know, people are going to get behind Dean a little bit.
Who loses the match? The fans.
Well, who wins the match, Peter?
If Kevin Owens doesn't win, Ambrose is going to retain.
Ambrose is going to retain?
I think they got bigger fish to fry with Ambrose, with Owens.
Okay, cool. And then with the Rumble, of course, it's a big 30-man match. As everyone knows, everyone comes out 2 to 3 minutes at a time. But there's always a little few things, that are of note in each Rumble. And I was wondering, we already know who's going to be number 1. Who do you think he's going to face? Who do you think is going to be number 2, Peter?
Number 2 is going to be Rusev.
Rusev?
I guarantee it.
Okay, I'm gonna go Big Show because Reigns and Big Show definitely have history, and they've been building Big Show, for the Rumble. Like he's been knocking out everybody. It seems like he knocked out all of Social Outcasts, Zack Ryder. He knocked out did he knock out Ryback even? He knocked out tons of people. I'm going Big Show.
I'm just going a league guy. It has to be a league guy. And plus, remember, they went Monday on the idea that he tossed him out of the Rumble last year to win it. So, grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah, Rusev, I like it.
Yeah.
Well, who do you think is going to be number 30? The last guy, like Ray got booed out of the building 2 years ago, Ziggler last year. One guy's ever won at 30, and that was 2008. I think that was... or 2007 rather, Madison Square Garden, John Cena. Who do you have this year at number 30? Oh, Triple H entrance, folks. The fans on...
It's time to play the game! You fucking right it's going to be fucking Triple H.
Okay,
Give me Triple H. Did I get on you?
No, you're good. You're good.
All right, cool. If you missed that, I fucking spit water down.
Fans on SoundCloud, you missed the entrance.
I know, right?
I don't know who I'm going 30. I think it's going to be... I'm going to go Ziggler again. I think
he's not even going to be in the Royal Rumble.
He's lateral. I think he's that good pop for the last guy.
Ziggler's not going to be in the Royal Rumble. He's not going to be in it. There's not going to be a Dolph Ziggler appearance in the Royal Rumble. And I guarantee that. I guarantee that.
I'll write that down. Side note.
Yeah. He ain't in that shit. Nope. Not at all. For him, for Stephanie, but not for Stephanie, but for even Vince to even troll the people 2 weeks ago to say, who might win it? It's going to be Dolph Ziggler. They shot Dolph and he had the most disgusted look on his face like, fuck you, Vince. And anybody who's a fan of his, I don't know who Cheerios he fucking took a dump in. I think it has a lot to do with that whole Nikki Bella storyline. He's on everyone's shit list, man. Fuck him. He just signed his contract too. Now he's like in this. He would be in the Royal Rumble. Like he's just like Tyler Breeze. If he can make it even to the fucking to the over the top battle royal, if anything, he'll make that and he'll be the last one thrown out by Mark Henry.
Maybe.
Fuck you, Dolph.
Well, there's always like a surprise at every Rumble. I'm going with AJ Styles. I said it before on the podcast. I think I said it last week. I'm going AJ, especially with these the more and more rumors getting more specific and everything like that. Who do you go with, Peter?
Outside of AJ, let's say AJ. I'm gonna grant it. It may be him. But if I was to make my bold prediction, because I'm all about the bold prediction, man.
Yeah.
Bold. A New Day podcast every Monday with me and Nathan. We just put up episode 19B because of the first 19A. It fucking my computer turned heel on me.
Damn.
The heel stunner. He gave me the middle finger, kicked me in the gut. Cody Rhodes
Oh, not Stardust.
Yes, Cody Rhodes is my surprise. Now, I mean, I feel like RVD's probably make a fucking appearance. I feel like, who from the past? Do you have that?
No, that's a good one though. From the past.
Yeah, because they always got to get a vintage guy in there.
Yeah, vintage. Well, I know all the 80s and 90s guys, for me, seem a little like they've used all of them. So you got to think about the 2000s. And when you do 2000s, I'm thinking maybe like, maybe a Carlito.
He's too much of a liability. Or he would have already been back.
I'm going Carlito here. What about
It's going to be a toss-up. We're either going to get Hacksaw Jim Duggan or I think we're finally going to get a Scott Hall. No, Razor Ramon.
Oh, Razor?
Razor. I think we're going to get Razor. He showed up in WrestleMania last year. He took a bump.
This is true, and then that's like their goal kind of with the DDP Yoga. DDP came out last year. I would definitely see that. I think that could definitely get a big pop. But now, nitty gritty, who's going to be the winner? Is it going to be Brock? Is it going to be Hunter? Is it going to be Reigns? Jericho's in it. Bray looks strong. Who do you got, Peter? Who is your winner? I'm going to go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's obvious for me. I'm going Reigns. I think that there's no reason they do all this just to have him get screwed over.
Yeah, they're going to stack. If they did, I think, wow, if they pulled that belt away from him with the momentum that he has and the fanfare that he has, and plus stacking the deck, I think that would be as bad of a business decision as, say, turning Stone Cold heel.
Yeah, for sure.
On The Rock and aligning with Vince McMahon. So, yeah, unless they really got something... Like, they can throw us, like, off, and Triple H comes out as 30 and wins it. I
think Triple H... If Triple H comes out, I can see him winning. I think that would be option B for predictions, but option Z for what I would like. But that would definitely set up Mania. Triple H and Reigns for the title. Company, partial owner versus, this anti-authority guy over here, Reigns. You throw Rock in the mix, it could be a big match. But either way, I think you can accomplish that match while still having Reigns win, which would work out well too.
LOL. Reigns wins.
Reigns wins.
Reigns wins. But yeah, I guess
that's cool.
When I speak on that, I speak as a analyst.
Yeah.
And agree with him as an analyst of what's best for business. Does it make me happy? Nah.
Not really excited at all.
Because it's at the cost of all the other could-be future stars of the WWE.
Wouldn't it be cool if Bray... I don't think this, but I would really like if Bray, did all that, and then he had the title, and then... I don't know.
I just feel like, okay, so we're going to get some storylines, and maybe we'll get the Bray Brock storyline against the Wyatts, and we're going to get Triple H, because there's only going to be 3 main storylines coming out of this. It's going to be Reigns, it's going to be Bray, it's going to be Brock, and Triple H. I don't even think there's anyone even within, because Ambrose is going to be in it, Owens is going to be in it, all the people who are in the matches are going to be in it. I don't think Kalisto is going to be in, like I said earlier. But, Del Rio will be in it. And all these people they're just pawns. It's enough. They already got enough stacked against them to become big stars. And now they got this. They got this Hurricane Reigns. It just blows my mind. Even to the point where I don't even want to do a fucking... Lotto.
Yeah, it kind of took the fun out of it. I don't know. All right, it took the fun out of that in that aspect, but I do think mixing it up is going to be good for the next year because we're going to really be clamoring for it. And the Royal Rumble got booed the last 2 years with Batista and Reigns women, so like maybe mixing it up is better than it getting booed 30 in a row. Like try something new because what you guys had in mind wasn't working the last few years. So I'm gonna hold back with negativity, but it is different, and I did like how it was set up back in the day. So I don't know, but if you want to listen to me talk about NXT,
nobody wants to listen to you talk about anything, Jake.
You could do it on SoundCloud.com.
You and your slick transition right there. It was like, oh, well, yeah, about me.
Oh, I think, aren't we wrapping up? I mean, we're done.
Yeah, we're wrapping up.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pulling your chain, Jake.
SoundCloud.com/JG Pro Wrestling, at JG Pro Wrestling on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
They just said that that NXT, the Fast in the World podcast, was on some new app you can get. I forget what it is. They messaged me on Twitter saying it was on there. It's like different podcasts can get on there. Oh,
you're not already on there, are you?
Yeah, hit me up.
Well, I saw a thing. I know what you're talking about. It's like a big old RSS feed with like headphones on and some shit. I don't know nothing about it. They didn't hit me up on it. It was in my stream
From what I understand, I did nothing. But it's gonna be. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I
think it's saying get in touch with them.
Oh.
To add your RSS feed to their. I think there's something shady about it.
Oh well, fuck 'em.
I think they're gonna. Generate revenue.
We're also on GorillaPress.com and everything like that. Just check us out. And also I do Peter and Jake Talk Wrestling, but of course if you're listening, you know about that.
Yes, you do. PJTW Central. And all, yeah, that's the Twitter. And then subscribe if you're listening. Add us to your playlist. Add us. This is the what do you call it? The head of the monster. Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling. Peter's Raw Recap, which is a YouTube-only review, recap of Raw, right after Raw that I do. The New Day Podcast, Mondays, with Nathan Newman of Eyes on the Ring. Voices of Wrestling as well. Part of the Voices of Wrestling family. Then you also have Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling. That's every Wednesday. Then you have Peter Talks SmackDown. And Peter Talks Sports. I didn't do one yesterday. I had a weird scheduling. I wasn't able to do it. But I will have one up tomorrow. And it's going to be a rant about... It's going to be focused around Danny Cannell. He had his dumbass mouth open about the Rooney Rule has happened in the NFL. Are you familiar with the Rooney Rule?
Rooney Rule, no.
The Rooney Rule is a rule to give black coaches an opportunity to get interviewed for a job opening in the NFL as a coach. No one's forcing anybody to hire anyone. Just give them an interview. And he called it a joke. He called the Rooney Rule a joke. And...
like in which way? Like saying it's not good enough yet?
He's looking at it. He's looking at it like any other whatever.
We'll listen.
He thinks that someone's being forced to do something that they don't want to. By hiring a black coach because they're black.
But it's not an interview. It's not hiring.
It's not about hiring anybody. It's about giving them an opportunity to get the job, to possibly get the job. Through the years, I mean, we have these issues in the WWE dealing with regarding race.
Yeah.
We talk about these things because, why hasn't there been a black WWE champion? Why are the black stars, whatever? But in the NFL, it's a whole different plan where it's like, dude, the time, sorry to go on the whole thing, but
it just makes...
we put white men in positions of leadership, It's a 70% black black athletes league, and then at one point it was only white coaches. We got 2 Super Bowl winning coaches. It's not that no one's incapable with black skin or any other skin. Rivera, he's Latino. We're not capable of doing a job. If the job openings are there, maybe some people need to be forced to give people just a look. A look. That is not a joke. That is nothing to be taken lightly. It's called fairness. It's not called forcing someone's hand. And that's what I'm going to be talking about on Peter Talk Sports tomorrow. But yeah, do yourself a favor, man. If you're listening, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, Podbean, add us to your favorites. On YouTube, add us to your fucking favorites as well. Subscribe. Hit the subscription button down there. Hit the like button, thumbs up, heart. The logarithm says that we're worth checking out. Also, leave a comment. If you're not tweeting us, you can also leave a comment. If it's something you agree with or disagree with, they have the comment section in SoundCloud. They have a comment section on Stitcher and Podbean. Hell, they have a comment section in YouTube, which is pretty fun to read sometimes when you go to other wrestling podcasts and so on and so forth. And the most important thing you can do, more than anything, because it's a labor of love, we're not asking you to go to PJTW, Amazon, not yet.
It's an idea.
Yeah, I know. But just share, man, on your Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, Instagram.
Hell yeah. Tap the person in front of you. Tell them.
SoundCloud. If you are capable of creating smoke signals that will put out in cloud form, listen to the Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling podcast. If you know Morse code, if you know a blind person and you can create braille, they can rub their fingers across and they can know about our website. It's awesome. Any and all ways you can get the message out. If you have a can and a string that reaches as far as the Himalayas, and you can get on one side and be like, Peter and Jake Talks Wrestling, listen to them.
Yeah. All right. You know,
they're going to hear like ham and eggs. What? But yeah, any and all ways, that's the best way to support us. Just because we want to, again, we're not people who are like, look at us. We're like fucking Dave Meltzer and shit. No, we're just fans, and we have conversation about it. We're not someone who's like dirt sheet or anything like that. We people who love wrestling. I like wrestling more than he does, and we just want to share it with you. And I'm the one that makes more sense too out of this group. So if not for us, at least do it for me.
I think you should decide. Tweet about us and let us know.
You just have the better hair, I guess. Sometimes.
The only hair.
I know. Well, I got the beard. This beard is ridiculous.
There you go.
You over here looking like Braun. Next week it's just gonna be like a Braun toilet tissue just sitting here in place of Jake.
Oh, I thought you meant Braun Strowman.
No, not Braun Strowman. No, Brawny, the fucking paper towel.
I get that all the time.
Yeah, and you won't tell the difference. No, you won't be able to tell the difference. All right. So, any last words you got, bro?
Watch out. Oh, no. I don't.
If you're gonna take my fucking
I was just teasing. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish. Just go ahead and say it.
Watch out for those foreign objects.